Dr. Loeb, as someone who has studied how paradigm shift shapes human knowledge, I personally see your work as revolutionary. And by revolutionary, I mean in a way it challenges the traditional astrophysics. Could you share what inspired you to explore the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence and how it led to the founding of the Galileo Project, Dr. Loeb?
Well, every day when I read the news, I'm somewhat disappointed by the terrestrial intelligence we have. Should I say terrestrial stupidity in geopolitics, where we engage in conflicts, we do not cooperate, and perhaps that's a relic of the past. Humans used to fight for limited resources, so zero-sum games. But when you look at the cosmos, you get a very different picture. You realize that there is much more real estate beyond Earth. What we focus on Earth here is very limited. It's just a rock that was left over from the formation of the sun, a very small fraction of the mass of the sun. And first of all, there are 100 billion stars just in the Milky Way galaxy alone, and then a trillion galaxies in the observable volume of the universe. But it's not so much the size, it's the fact that we know that there are billions of Earth-Sun analogs that have similar conditions to the solar system, and therefore, there must be intelligent beings out there. If we came out of a soup of chemicals on this Earth, similar circumstances might have led to other intelligent students in our class of civilizations and in the Milky Way galaxy. And we tend to think just about ourselves, but we thought initially that we are the center of the universe, and then we realized no, the Earth is actually moving around the sun, and the sun is one out of many stars moving around the center of the Milky Way. So we are not at the center of stage. We still, many people in academia still believe that it's an extraordinary claim to imagine that there are intelligent beings, or there were intelligent beings near other stars. I see it as an ordinary claim, and in my opinion, it's a very reasonable thing to search for, and for us to insist that we are unique and special is very arrogant, and in fact. When you look at the news every day, you realize there is room for improvement. So there might be things that are much smarter than us out there that we can learn from. And it's just a missed opportunity, because are we alone, or is the most romantic question in science, where you think that we might have a partner out there or a sibling in our family that might be a role model for us. And just ignoring that possibility is really unfortunate, because this is the kind of question that the entire public cares about, and the public funds science. It's a question that would transform the future of humanity. If we realize that there are other civilizations that were more accomplished than we are, it will inspire us to explore space. It will change our aspirations here on Earth. Instead of fighting each other, we might invest the same funds, or a fraction of them, in the direction of working together towards going into space instead of staying on this Earth. And there are lots of things that we can do far better. And moreover, there is of course also the potential risk from alien technology that would be visiting us. And if we want to protect humanity from any potential predators or threats, we need to be exploring what is out there. We just don't know how much traffic there is, because we are not collecting the data, and because the astronomers insist that everything in the sky must be rocks, and that anything beyond that is speculation. I don't think it's speculation, because we launched spacecraft, and we know that we are capable of leaving the solar system if we just define that as our goal. And there are already some spacecraft on the way leaving the solar system. Now, you asked how did I come to explore all of this, and the reason is that there were over the past decade there were survey telescopes that allowed us for the first time to discover objects from outside the solar system. And And of course, the assumption of everyone around me was that these must be like the asteroids or comets that we're familiar with in the solar system. It's just like exploring your backyard and saying everything in the backyard must be rocks of the type that I'm familiar with, even if objects come from the street. But we all know that every now and then you might find a tennis ball that was thrown by a neighbor, or something that indicates that the neighbor's yard is different than yours. And that is not regarded as legitimate within the current discussion. And I say that is an opportunity for us to learn something new about our neighbors. And so this discovery, there were 3 objects discovered by telescopes, and we are entering a new era now where the Rubin Observatory in Chile will find a new interstellar object every few months. And I say that this is a great opportunity for humanity to check if each and every one of them is a rock, or it might be one of them might be a technological artifact that was manufactured by another civilization. So not only that we found the 3 objects, 2 of them already showed signs of being anomalous, very different than previous rocks.